you. start. The 10th day of the fourth regular session of the 22nd Congress will now come to order. May we all bow our heads for a moment of silent prayer. Roll call, Chief Clerk.
Senator Aritas, Senator Christian, Senator Figuer, Senator Figuer, Senator Goland,
Yes.
Floor Leader Harper, Senator Conman, Vice Speaker Moses, Senator Net, Senator Palig,
Yeah, duo.
Senator Berman, Senator Romalo,
Aye.
Senator Urusmal,
I'm absent.
Senator Wali,
Yes.
Speaker Simona,
Yes.
Senator Goland.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, 10 members are present.
We have quorum to transact business this morning. Next item, reading of the journal. Floor Leader Harbert.
Morning, Speaker. Move to dispense with the reading of the journal.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we dispense with the reading of the journal. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
It's nay. Motion carried. We now dispense with the reading of the journal. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The next item is item number 5, presidential communications. We do not have any as of the moment, Mr. Speaker.
Speaker, point of privilege.
State your point, Chairman Perman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. My utmost respect to you, Vice, Floor Leader, members, our staffs, and all of those that are observing our session. Mr. Speaker, thank you for allowing me to say a few words. Mr. Speaker, before your committee will withdraw the Healthy Porter Act and the pharmaceutical bills, I would like to share some of my thoughts with members. Mr. Speaker, 19th Congress, when I first came on board, I was given the Vice Chairman of Health under my good friend, Senator Neton. Some of my supporters asked me why Committee of Health when your education background was in technology and your work experience over 20 years was in communications. My reply then was, maybe Speaker thought I'm Dr. Perman. Anyways, Mr. Speaker, now from the 20th till today, I am the chairman of HSA, which I'm honored and thankful for such a challenging position due to the fact that I don't have any medical experience or knowledge. Unlike my really good friend, chairman of E, which is an educator, and the chairman of E fits because he has plenty knowledge. Speaker, when Dr. Conman became a senator, I emailed you and asked you to please consider her to be the chairman of health because of her background and what we're facing today, the pandemic. And please, members, keep in mind the pharmaceutical bills that have been with the committee for over 4 years now, and I do apologize for the delay. Speaker, when we first amended the declaration, and I stand to be corrected, we actually opened our borders, thinking that all of our stranded citizens that went out for medical should come back as soon as possible so we can close our borders and figure out what to do. when we amended the declaration, the 4 states declared their own emergency declaration and closed the entire 4-state borders. They even tried to go beyond to close the international entry, which I believe FSM has the full right to do so. Anyways, now after months or years of trying to understand the virus, we beginning to start accepting incoming of our citizens and non-citizens to our country. I strongly believe that we are ready. I strongly believe that we are ready and slowly to open up our borders, especially eliminating Guam. I strongly believe that if we eliminate the Guam quarantine and our Department of Health and Justice come up with a regulation in consultation with the 4 states, we can have a regulation that will not discriminate. I actually use the word discriminates because I believe that, and that's my opinion, that all task forces are abusing their powers or positions. And it's time this government set up guidelines on how you can enter into our country without discriminating. I don't want people to think lack of funding is one of the reasons for opening our borders, but we must trust and have faith in what we do to protect our citizens. And I thank you, Mr. Speaker, for allowing me this opportunity to say something. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think Congress made the right decision in choosing you to be the chairman of HSA. It was timely when we do get this pandemic, and you've been working so hard in making sure, ensuring that we comply with our declarations, and we do good, and we are doing good as a nation. So thanks for your leadership on that committee. Okay. Any other point of privilege? If none.
Speaker,
Yes, point of privilege, Lord.
yeah, I rise on a point of privilege to simply tell Honorable Perman that God has a purpose for everyone. Thank you.
Okay, there you have it, Chairman Perman. Don't try to get away from what you've been chosen for. Okay, next item, Chief Clerk.
The next item is item number 6, FSM Supreme Court Communications, none, Mr. Speaker.
Continue.
Item number 7, Member Communications, none also. Item number 8, Departmental Communications, none, Mr. Speaker. Item 9, Agency or Governmental Authority Communications, none also, Mr. Speaker. Item 11, State Communications, none. I'm sorry, item number 10, State Communications, none. Item 11, State Supreme Court Communications, none also. Item number 12, Municipal or Town Communications, none. Item number 13, Foreign Government Communications. We are in receipt of 2 of them, and they are numbers 22-84 and number 22-85.
Assign those, Chief Clerk. Next item.
Miscellaneous communications for item number 14. We have 1, and it's number 22-06.
Okay, so assign that, Chief Clerk. So we're now on our order of the day. Item 15, standing committee reports. Do we have any?
None at the moment, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, item 16, special committee reports. Do we have any special committee report?
None also, Mr. Speaker.
All right, next item.
For item number 17, assignment of measures and communications, kindly refer to referral sheet number 22-67.
Okay, Chairman and members of the committees, take a look at that for your planning purposes. Next item.
Unfinished business for item number 18, none, Mr. Speaker.
Okay. Clear calendar. First bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The first bill under the bill calendar now is Congressional Bill number 22-183 for first reading. CB number 22-183 is a bill for an act to further amend public law number 20-53 as amended by public laws numbers 20-57, 20-61, 20-69, 20-90, 20-91, 20-96, 20-132, 21-92, 21-135, 21-168, 21-189, 21-247, and 22-40 by amending section 5 thereof to change the lapse date of funds previously appropriated therein for the purpose of funding priority infrastructure projects and other projects and programs in the states of Koshai, Bonbay, and Chuk, and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Thank you, Speaker. Move for the passage of the bill on first reading.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress pass on first reading CP number 22-183. Discussion. Any discussion on the bill? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed. We will vote by roll call of members. First reading. Chief Clerk.
Senator Aritos,
Yay.
Senator Christian, Senator Figueroa,
Yes.
Senator Coland,
Yes.
Floor Leader Harper, Senator Conman, Vice Speaker Moses, Senator Net, Senator Palag,
Yes.
Senator Berman, Senator Romalo,
Aye.
Senator Urusumal,
Yes, ma'am.
Senator Wali,
Yes.
Speaker Simina. Mr. Speaker, we have 11 affirmative votes to the said bill under first reading.
Should be number 22-183 as passed Congress on first reading. Next bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The next bill currently under the bill calendar now is Congressional Bill number 22-184 for first reading. CB number 22-184 is a bill for an act to further amend public law number 20-68 as amended by public laws numbers 20-78, 20-89, 20-176, 21-95, 21-138, and 21-197 by amending section 5 thereof to change the lapse date of funds previously appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs in the states of Koshai, Bonbay, and Chuk, and for other purposes.
Okay, short recess, subject to call the chair. Congress is back in session. Okay, so Chairman Figueroa, make a motion for passage.
Motion to pass on first reading, Mr. Speaker.
Short recess. Congress is back in session. Chairman Figueroa, motion for passage.
Thank you, Speaker. Move for the passage of the bill on second,
Second.
final, first
First
reading.
Again.
Moved and seconded that Congress pass on first reading CP number 22-184. Okay, any discussion? Discussion? If none.
Short
and
recess.
Without short recess, subject to the law of the chair. Congress is-
Wait, Raman.
Okay, discussion. Any discussion? If none, and without objection, discussion is closed. We will vote by roll call of members, first reading. Chief Clerk.
Senator Aritas, Senator Christian, Senator Figueroa, Senator Figueroa,
Yes.
Senator Goland,
Yes.
Floor Leader Harper, Senator Conman, Vice Speaker Moses, Senator Net, Senator Palak,
Yes.
Senator Perman, Senator Romalo, Senator Urusamal,
Yes, subject to change.
Senator Wali,
Yes.
Speaker Simina.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, 11 members voted for the said bill under first reading.
Okay, CP number 22-184 has passed Congress on first reading. Next bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The next bill under the bill calendar now is Congressional Bill number 22-174 for second and final reading. CB number 22-174 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 21-80 as amended by Public Laws numbers 21-99, 21-110, 21-143, 21-181, 21-188, 21-214, 21-242, 22-19, 22-38, 22-56, and 22-99 by amending sections 4 and 6 thereof to change the use, allotee, and lapse date of certain funds previously appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs for the people of Pohnpei State and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
Second.
Has been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading, CP number 22-174. Discussion, Chairman Wali.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have a floor amendment I wish to offer to the said bill. It's been linked and distributed to members, and it's quite lengthy, so I will defer reading of it, but move for its adoption.
Second. It has been moved and seconded that the offer for amendment by Chairman Wali to CP number 22-174 be adopted. Because of its length, we will dispense with its reading. For Leader Harbor, any motion to suspend?
Thank you, Speaker. Move to suspend any rule that may impede our action on the amendment offered by Senator Wali.
Again.
Then moved and seconded that the relevant rules, specifically the rules prohibiting substantive amendments on second and final reading, be suspended. Those in favor say aye. Opposed, no.
Aye.
Motion carried. The
Aye.
relevant rules are now suspended. Discussion on the offer for amendment. Any discussion? If none,
Question.
and without objection, discussion is closed. We will vote by roll call. We will vote on that. Those in favor of the adoption of the offer for amendment to C 22-174 offered by Chairman Willie, say aye.
Aye.
Nay. Motion carried. The offer for amendment is adopted. We now have CD 1. Any further discussion on CD 1?
Mr. Speaker,
Yes, Vice Speaker Moses, you have the floor.
thank you, Mr. Speaker. Good morning to you, floor members, those observing. I wish to make an oral amendment on the said bill.
Proceed.
It's on page 3, line 25, item G. Delete the word Tolonier and replace it with Nampumal. And it's in the same vicinity, but I guess budget wants a more specific or a name change so that they can do the project. So I so move for the said amendment.
Second.
Second.
Has been moved and seconded that the offered oral amendment by Vice Speaker Moses to the proposed for amendment be adopted. Any discussion? Discussion? If none, if there's no objection, discussion is closed. We will vote. Those in favor of the adoption of the offered oral amendment to the proposed for amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Nay. Motion carried. The offered oral amendment is adopted. That, of course, the relevant rules are still suspended. So we have CT2. Any further discussion on CT2? Discussion, if none, and if there is no objection, discussion is closed. We will vote by roll call of the delegations. Chairman Romulo will cast a vote for Chuk. Roll call.
For the state of Chuk, Chairman Romulo.
Yeah, bye.
For the state of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman. State of Koshai, Chairman Wali.
Yes.
State of Yap, Chairman Urusumal.
Aragon.
Chairman Urusumal.
Aragon.
Mr. Speaker, all 4 states voted for the said bill under second and final reading.
Short recess. Is back in session, so for that reason, CP number 22-174 CD2 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Next bill.
The next bill under the bill calendar now is Congressional Bill number 22-178 for second and final reading. CB number 22-178 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 20-68 as amended by Public Laws numbers 20-78, 20-89, 20-176, 21-95, 21-138, and 21-197 by amending Section 5 thereof to change the lapse date of funds previously appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs in the states of Koshai, Pohnpei, and Chuk, and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Thank you, Speaker. I move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
Second.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading, CP number 22-178. Discussion.
Speaker,
Short recess.
thank you.
Congress is back in session. Turn ticket.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move to defer action on the bill to Wednesday's session calendar.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that CP number 22-178 be deferred to next week, Wednesday session. Okay, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
Aye.
Motion carried. Said bill is deferred to next week, Wednesday. Okay, next bill, deferred.
The next bill currently under the bill calendar now is Congressional Bill number 22-179 for second and final reading. CB number 22-179 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 19-121 as amended by Public Laws numbers 19-130, 19-142, 19-145, 19-158, 20-09, 20-22, 20-51, 20-59, 20-70, 20-123, 20-162, 20-170, 21-35, 21-66, 21-112, 21-127, 21-176, 21-198, and 22-07 by amending section 6 thereof to change the lapse date of funds previously appropriated therein for the purpose of funding public projects and social programs for the people of the states of Yap, Koshai, Pohnpei, and Chuk, and for other purposes.
Turn
Okay.
ticket.
Thank you, Speaker. I move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
Second.
Okay, that's been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading, number 22-179. Discussion.
Question.
Question has been called for. If there is no objection, debate is closed. We will vote by roll call of the delegations on second reading. Chief Clerk.
For the state of Chuk, Chairman Romolo. For the state of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman. State of Koshai, Chairman Wali.
Yes.
State of Yap, Chairman Uruzumal.
Amen.
Mr. Speaker, all four states voted for the said bill under second and final reading.
CP number 22-179 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Next bill.
The next bill under the bill calendar now is Congressional Bill number 22-184, second and final reading. CB number 22-180 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 19-124 as amended by Public Laws numbers 19-133, 19-140, 19-150, 20-05, 20-15, 20-33, 20-48, 20-63, 20-71, 20-156, 20-175, 21-22, 21-52, 21-146, 21-195, 21-213, 21-244, and 22-62 by amending Section 6 thereof to change the lapse date of certain funds previously appropriated therein to fund priority infrastructure projects and other programs in each of the states and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading, CP number 22-180. Discussion. Any discussion?
Question.
None, without objection. Discussion is closed. We will vote by roll call of the delegations on second reading. Chief Clerk.
For the state of Chuk, Chairman Romolo. State of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman. State of Koshai, Chairman Wali. State of Koshai, Chairman Wali.
Sorry, yes.
State of Yap, Chairman Urusumal.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Speaker, all four states voted for the said bill under second and final reading.
CP number 22-180 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Next bill.
The next bill currently under the bill calendar is Congressional Bill number 22-181 for second and final reading. CB number 22-181 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 19-152 as amended by Public Laws numbers 19-162, 20-08, 20-27, 20-118, 21-23, 21-60, 21-97, and 21-118 by amending Section 6 thereof to change the lapse date of funds previously appropriated therein for the purpose of funding public projects and social programs for the people of Yap, Koshai, Pohnpei, and Chuk states and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading, CP number 22-181. Discussion? Any
Question.
discussion? Question has been called for. If without objection, discussion is closed. We will vote by roll call of the delegations on second and final reading. Chief Clerk.
For the state of Chuk, Chairman Romolo. State of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman. State of Koshai, Chairman Wali.
Yes.
State of Yap, Chairman Urusumal.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mr. Speaker, all four states voted for the said bill under second and final reading.
CP number 22-181 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Next bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The next bill under the bill calendar now is Congressional Bill number 22-182 for second and final reading. CB number 22-182 is a bill for an act to Further amend public law number 20-31 as amended by public laws numbers 20-41, 20-50, 20-77, 20-113, 21-24, 21-45, 21-83, 21-101, 21-133, and 21-204 by amending section 6 thereof to change the lapse date of funds previously appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs for the people of Yap, Koshai, Pohnpei, and Duke states and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
Second.
Any second? It has been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading, CP number 22-182. Discussion. Discussion? If none, without objection, discussion is closed. We will vote by roll call of the delegations on second and final reading. Chief Clerk.
For the state of Duke, Chairman Romolo.
Anyway.
For the state of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman.
Wow.
For the state of Koshai, Chairman Wali.
Yes.
For the state of Yap, Chairman Urusumal. Mr. Speaker, all four states voted for the said bill under second and final reading.
CP number 22-182 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Short recess. Any Congress is back in session. We're still on the bill calendar. Next bill, Chief Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, as of now, we do not have any more bills.
Okay, Vice Speaker Moses, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would like to move that Congress place on bill calendar CB number 173 or 22-173, 22-185, 22-186, 22-187, 22-188, 22-189, 22-190, 22-191, 22-192, 22-193, 22-194, 22-195, 22-196, 22-197, 22-198, 22-199, and 22-200. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Second to the king of amendment.
It has been moved and seconded that all those bills and so enumerated by Vice Speaker Moses be withdrawn from committees and placed on the bill calendar for first reading action. Floor Leader, still have to make that motion. We're still on the 10th day.
So move to suspend the irrelevant rule that may impede our action on the motion made by Honorable Vice Speaker.
Second.
It has been
Second.
moved and seconded that the relevant rules, specifically the rules requiring a certain period of time for bills to be in committee before they may be withdrawn, be suspended. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Carried. The relevant rules are now suspended, so let's vote on the main motion. Those in favor of the main motion that all those bills be withdrawn from committees and placed on the bill calendar, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. All those enumerated bills have now been withdrawn from committee and placed on the bill calendar for first reading action. Okay.
Mr. Speaker,
Sure. Oh, I'm sorry. We're in recess now. Any Congress is back in session. All those bills have now been placed for first reading action. So Vice Speaker Moses.
I move that Congress stands in recess until Monday at 10.
Second.
Okay, that's been moved and seconded that Congress stand in recess until tomorrow at 10 in the morning True time. Those in favor? Monday, I'm sorry, Monday next week. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Congress now stands in recess until next week, Monday at 10 o'clock in the morning True time.
Chairman Colin,